first day of affiliate push, guys. Literally, all we need is 25 followers, and then I can get you guys some emojis. Hello, I am doing good today. And welcome in. We're just about to start playing. We're going to be playing Paleo Pines today. We're picking up where we left off from last time. We got a pretty rare dinosaur that I've never actually gotten before. So we're going to be using him a little bit. And we're going to be progressing story quests for sure today. Because we picked up a lot of quests last time and wasn't able to really make a whole lot of progress on them. How is everybody else doing today? It is a hot and sunny Wednesday. Curious if anybody else is melting in the heat. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start. Welcome in, everybody. I am Macchiatoplays Twitch, and we are playing Paleo Pines today. We're gonna jump right in where we left off. Chores. No chores. Like I said, quests. What do we got? We are working on the Aracata Canyon. We're gonna get the Aracata Canyon opened up, and that'll be the last area we gotta open up. And then we'll have everything open. That's where the Allosaurus is. And the Allosaurus is what we need to finish this one. And we need tomatoes for Avery. We need chili peppers and carno kibble. Do we have chili peppers? Oh, fuck. Your schnoz is in my screen. We don't have any chili peppers. Ooh. The chili peppers might have to wait. Because if I... Yeah, chili peppers might have to wait. But... Aracata Canyon. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Sandy Marie. Welcome everybody who's coming to raid. I am Macchiato and we are playing Paleo Pines, a cozy dinosaur farming game. You guys are coming from Oblivion? Ooh. I have not personally played Oblivion, but I watch a lot of Let's Plays of Oblivion. And it is, especially the new remaster, it's hilarious watching people make their characters. Let's see what chores we have. Dinosaurs need attention. Ah! My dinosaurs are running out of food. If any of you guys have any questions about the game, about me, my streams, feel free to ask in chat. This is my first Wednesday stream, and our first stream towards the affiliate push. Because last time, little recap of last time, I had a couple of followers hooting and hollering up and down wanting some emojis that they could spam in chat, so we're working towards affiliate so I can get that going for them. For them, for you guys, for anyone who comes and stops by, I want to make sure you guys have emojis to have fun with. Hello, Rose Tea. Oh, I missed one over here. I am doing a poor job of cleaning duty today. Thank you, and I'm doing pretty good. It's a little warmer than I normally like outside, but that comes with summertime, so I can't really be too whiny about it. Cappuccino. What's up, Cappuccino? What do you need? Not enough food. I knew that. Yes, I am in fact a dinosaur taking care of dinos. I love dinos a lot. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sandy Marie. I appreciate it more than I could possibly ever say. Did that fix your problem? Yes, it did. Okay. You know I'm gonna have to go stalk your profile now. I'm gonna go have to stalk your Twitch. Which, for anyone in chat who does not know what the ramen bowl is, there is a gentleman on Twitch and on TikTok called Scared and Clueless. And he created a whole massive Discord server for small streamers to help each other grow and to show that networking works. Networking is feasible, it is viable, and it is helpful when growing as a streamer. Oh my gosh, you're one of the Noodle mods? That's awesome. Networking is the best. I am a little bit terrible at it because I lurk in Discord and I don't chat too very much in the Discord server. I need to chat more. I need to talk to people. Alright, we are now out of the farm because we finished our morning chores. And we're gonna check for rare dinosaurs. We have some really cute green ones. I love the green. Which, for anyone who doesn't know this game, Paleo Pines is a dinosaur farming game, cozy game, with a story based around missing Parasaurolophus. And the creators have done an amazing job at making the dinosaurs not only stylistic, but pretty much all of them are as close as they can be to scientifically accurate. Obviously, the game was made a while ago, so there's going to be one or two inconsistencies just because science is constantly finding new things, making updates, proving theories right, proving certain theories wrong. Like, this is a Gallimimus. Not only is it Gallimimus, it's an albino Gallimimus. The creators of the game, Italic Pig, made lots of different colors of dinosaurs in varying rarities throughout the game. And to kind of make the game a little more interesting this playthrough, I am mostly hunting for rare and ultra rare dinosaurs. So the one I'm on right now is an ultra rare. And then a lot of the dinosaurs I have back at the farm are rare or better. So like Cappuccino the Kentrosaurus is a rare. Gengar was our very first dinosaur that we caught, and it's an uncommon. I don't think we'll be replacing him though, just because he was the first one that we caught. The one from last stream that was the super, like, cool one that we caught was an ouranosaurus, which they're huge. Up until the update that happened, they were the biggest dinosaur in the game. Ultra rare of a color scheme that's based off of another game. If anybody knows Portals or Portals 2, the color is inspired by that game, I'm pretty sure. So super, super rare. And that same day we got another rare. Like, we got crazy lucky spawn chances. So we'll be keeping an eye out for cool colorations. Need food for the dinosaurs. I also am really loving making new friends, streamer friends, and networking. I just suck at, you know, making that first step of talking to people. What about fit? I am broke, guys. It is a forever work in progress, let me tell you. Doing the VTuber route has helped a bit for me, because then I can just, you know, if I'm feeling too anxious, I can just be that character. It also is fun because I get to have, you know, little guy on the screen for you guys to see. Oh, we got some green and some... what do you guys call them? I don't remember the name of that skin. I just think it looks adorable. I'm about to pop over and show you guys one of the big things for this, the new update of Paleo Pines, which it was referred to as the Player's Choice DLC, because it was crowdfunded by all the people who love this game, including myself. And it was with the goal... I love the freckles. I love the freckles. I'm getting distracted. With the goal to add none other than Spinosaurus. Because Spinosaurus was originally intended for the game, but they had to scrap it due to deadline issues. And the player base said, no. Give us our baby. Give us Spinosaurus. We will pay you to do it. And we did. I want to say we raised, like... I'm trying to remember now. Do not quote me on this number. I want to say it was close to, like, $300,000. Maybe not. No. I'm adding an extra zero in my head. It's been a while. They've been working on this since early last year, so it's been a while. It was a lot. It was a lot of money. I'll have to go back and check, because I've still got, you know, the email notifications and whatnot. Owen. to track them too. What did you just add? What just happened? Oh, my statistics page. Spinosaurus, definitely one of the best dinos. I don't have a specific favorite. Just because there's a lot of dinos. There's a really lot of dinos. I am definitely a sucker for the ouranosaurus. Obviously, classic T-Rex is always a good choice. But ouranosaurus and most theropods, which include Spinosaurus, are my favorites. Got the Pachycephalosaurus, the hard-headed dinosaur. Got the Corythosaurus, a cousin of the Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus is what Ducky from Land Before Time was. Postosaurus, not technically a dinosaur. If I remember correctly, they were a pre-dinosaur big lizard, so they would later evolve into dinosaurs. The beloved Ankylosaurus. I love that they make them chunky. Oh, absolutely. You have a good night. You sleep well. I stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays now. Generally in the evening, because I do have work. And if you are ever in the area, you're free to stop by and say hi. Scaledosaurus. I like the blue one. It's cute. Not really finding anything amazing. We're gonna go check the forest now. The little guys I ran past are called Psittacosaurus. And they are affectionately called tacos by the Paleo Pines community. And they even have a color specifically on Tuesday, I believe, that looks a little bit like, you know, some Taco Bell colors. Big guys. I love when I get a yellow one of these, or a green one. The yellow ones look like chunky lemons. And the green ones, you just like almost can't see. And it's so funny to just run up and then it's just staring at you. Lots of little guys. So many little guys. Little guys up here too. Oviraptor, one of the egg-eating dinosaurs. Gotta turn around. This is something I've talked about in a couple of past streams, and I will forever praise the creators of this game for. The forest is laid out beautifully. It is not a ridiculously huge map. It's not tiny. But the forest is laid out beautifully where even though you have paths, you can get very easily lost in this forest. Just like you would a normal forest. If you stray too far from the path, see, I'm already lost. You can get lost really easily. And again, given the fact that it's not like a huge map with like mazes installed or anything, I have to give the developers and the creators of the game kudos for that. So I just think it's really cool what they were able to do given restrictions from when they first made the game. They talk about that in some of their emails with the player's choice. We got a lemon gallimimus. I like the little blue one, it's cute. That was another really cool thing with the Player's Choice DLC, is throughout the creation process, they talked a little bit about, you know, the struggles of creating a game that they were happy with and whatnot. And it was just a really cool insight into, you know, indie game creation. And wrong turn. See what I mean? Lost. Getting horribly lost. It was a really cool insight into indie game creation and what happens behind the scenes. Another classic favorite dinosaur, the Stegosaurus. The Ouranosaurus. Dinosaurus. And there's little guys over here. Little guys. They're so tiny. And they're normally in the desert for the most part, but down here there actually is a T-Rex spot. And they are big. Big and chunky. You know, this is what happens when we get one day with like some crazy luck. We're gonna have a couple days of just normal dinos. Still adorable, still cute, nothing wrong with them. But we're rare hunting. I think tomorrow I'm gonna take Lucky out instead of Barrelbach. And I'm gonna go pick some truffles because we're a little bit short on funds and we need money to get some of the materials for the quests. And the truffle mushrooms are worth a lot of money. Next day real quick because we're out of time. Which my days seem a little bit short-ish possibly. There's actually a feature in the game that's really cool. You can adjust your day length depending on how, you know, casually you're wanting to play. If you're trying to get, you know, a nighttime dinosaur, maybe you want the day to go faster. You guys went to the bathroom. Feel better? Who else is having a problem? Oh, GLaDOS and Tart. What is your guys' problem? What's your guys' problem? Ooh, not a clean pen. Somebody went to the bathroom. At some point, not quite yet, because I'm not that far into the game, we will have access to dino helpers that will help us clean the pens. Don't you pick stuff up? Oh, you're too fast. This is GLaDOS, our ouranosaurus. I think we're gonna... Ooh. He turns about as well as a boat does. I think he and Lucky are gonna come with us today. Morning chores are... Get back here. Morning chores are done. We'll kind of lazy check the rarity of some of the dinosaurs today. Mostly the Spinosaurus. But we need money, which means we need to go gathering stuff. Saffron is another thing that is pricey. It's us lots of money. My inventory's already full. Huh. We just started. My inventory is already full, guys. I already gotta go back. That's another thing we need to work on is inventory space. Don't turn around. We'll go sell the peppers, and then everything else can hang out for now. The struggles of always wanting to be prepared. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Tacos. We are not going to go into town today because we have no money. Not enough room in inventory. Okay. Scratch that. We're going into town right now. We're gonna go sell our peppers. Oh, Ronnie is here. I need to go talk to her. $41. We'll sell that too. We don't need it right now. The chat. Do you ever miss home? Sometimes. So I never really miss home, but then again, my home is wherever the wind takes me. Though the wind isn't that cozy. No, it's a little cold sometimes. Get a little lonely, just me and Amber. Amber is her Theriznosaurus buddy, who is an albino. We never get to see Amber, but Amber is shown on the Wikipedia page. So if y'all are curious what Amber the Theriznosaurus looks like, you can go check that out. Home-cooked meal. I love my life on the road, don't get me wrong, just wonder whether I'll settle down someday, sugar. I have no idea. Trade. Stay stylish, sugar. I love that she calls us sugar. A dino snore. Okay. Well, we have inventory space again. We're gonna go... It's so big. It's so big. We're gonna go get some mushrooms. Everyone's so green. So green. Should be a lot of truffles, so that'll help a lot with cash flow. Generally close to the side of the path, so I don't have to do too much. We got a blue one today. That's cute. Nothing generally in this area outside of wood, which is useful, we just don't really need it right now. Coelophysis. Little tiny Deinonychus. A green one and a brown one. I love the pattern, looks like little hearts. We are not gonna go back there just yet. So we are truffle hunting. Means we need to stick to paths. So they're generally on the side of the paths. More ouranosaurus. There's some mushrooms over here. We want those. Macchiatoplays and another Gallimimus. There's a pink Trudon today. Oh, it's adorable. I thought I'd find at least one truffle by now, but apparently not. There's other mushrooms though. Might grab the raspberries as well. Do I have those raspberries? I don't. Never mind. There we go. Truffles. Those we need to grab, so I'm gonna have to drop the wood. I'm gonna have to get off of Lucky. There we go. If I remember correctly, the truffles you actually cannot get on your own. You have to have a dinosaur dig it up because they're buried. so cute. Still keeping an eye out for truffles. Oh, we got a blue one today. Looks like he's got a little beak. Ooh, there's one. I'm gonna mute you, there's a train coming. Really close to some train tracks, so the horn gets really loud sometimes. I do not feel like blasting your guys' ears off. I am not on here to be people's wake-up call. We're here to chill and farm with dinosaurs. Truffles. We're gonna keep looking though as I start headed towards that offshoot area that has a bunch more mushrooms. Mushrooms. Mushrooms up here? There are mushrooms up here. That sounds so cute. Go get some more mushrooms. From back here. Thought I passed some mushrooms, they were lying to me. They were not sparkly. Mushrooms on the tree. Look at those pretty ones. You hiding any mushrooms from me? No? Mushrooms. Oh, truffles. Yes. We're getting a ton of mushrooms. 16 truffles. That's ridiculous. Normally you're lucky to get like 6. I think it's because it's the beginning of the season. Probably won't get this lucky again. Dinosaurus. Gonna go check down here. Hi, T-Rex. How's it going? Ah! There's truffles behind there and I can't get to those. I don't have a log smacker. Ankylosaurus is a log smacker. He is at the farm right now. Latte. His name is Latte. More mushrooms. I think that's all we're gonna find for today. Pretty much scoured the whole place. So we're gonna head back into town and see how much money we get. buying Marlo at a house and home. Not Marlo. Corlin. We'll be buying Marlo at a house and home next time. I was about to say, am I lost? No, I'm going the right way. GLaDOS leveled up. Yay! We'll do quick dino spot check. Gotta check Spinosaurus. Ooh. A red one with freckles. Eh? Anything amazing? Green. We got green. They're adorable. They are not the color we're looking for. We zoom in, guys. Ouranosourus. A lot of purple. So much purple. Like, I like purple, but like, it's a lot of purple. Ooh, a peachy Postosuchus. Adorable. Ankylosaurus are standard orange and and now that we're over here, we can pick up more saffron, which is our other big money maker. It's a fun thing. When you get close to them, you walk on them, they smush. Flowers smoosh. Triceratops area. So cute. I have probably, between all my streams, said that like hundreds of times. Just walking up to a dinosaur and saying they're so cute. Saffron. Little guys. Oh, watch out. Alright, we're gonna go into town really quick. Portland doesn't really close. I don't know when he sleeps. He also doesn't have a house. I think he just lives in town. He lives at his stand, I guess. We got 45 saffron. 16 of these. We got 74 of those. Take it off. That's more like it. And Marlo left. We'll talk to him tomorrow. We need planks from him? Is that what we need? $10 potatoes. Ask Marlo to make planks. I need to have him make the planks. But I also need 10 potatoes. I'm gonna have to grow the potatoes. We're gonna hop on GLaDOS and we're probably going to hit something. And I immediately hit something. Told you. one of the fastest dinosaurs in the game, and it handles like an oversized speedboat. I love little Prance though. Prance, 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 Prance. I'm gonna hit something. I'm so gonna hit something. Okay, we're going to bed. We're going to bed. Before I run into a wall. Ooh, thunderstorm. Who needs attention? Barrel Bach and coin. Did you go potty? You did go potty. And Barrel Bach. Barrel Bach, why are only you having an issue? Food. They're eating so much. I don't know if I have. Might have to go get more food, guys. For free. Hopefully that's enough. Okay, that's enough for right now. We're gonna do a little bit of slicey dicing on the farm. This is Cappuccino. Cappuccino is a Kentrosaurus. Now, in this game, Kentrosaurus is able to use their tail to slice things. And we gotta clear out this final area so that we have access to the entire farm. Oh, and to everyone watching who joined from the raid and is new to the stream, all of my other stream sessions are uploaded to YouTube under the same name as my Twitch, Macchiatoplays. So if you're curious about any of the stuff we have done previously on Paleo Pines, you are free to go watch them over there. I also post clips to TikTok, and I do art and fursuit making over on TikTok and Instagram as well. Which TikTok and Instagram are Sune Kitsune Creations. Which there should be a link on my channel. I'll have to double check that it works. Because sometimes my links don't like me very much. Okay, chores are done. But yeah, if you're curious about any previously ons Paleo Pines that we've played, feel free to go check them out on my YouTube. We need potatoes. Pretty sure potatoes grow in any season. We're about to find out. They do. Wonderful. I'm gonna get 10 of those. We're gonna get some pumpkins. And we're gonna get some tomatoes. Because we need to start planting again. I've been neglecting the farming aspect of the game quite a bit. But we desperately need money, and we need potatoes for the quest. We cannot neglect it any longer. I don't know why I have an entire stack of that. Look at all. That also means we need Gengar. Do some cleanup here at the front. Coin, watch out. Never seen these flowers before. Oh, watch out, Meryl. Okay, we're gonna grab. I'm gonna move this. I don't know space in my inventory, do I? I don't. My bad. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna move it. Since Beryl is over here, I'm gonna move a pond over here. I'm probably gonna turn that, put it right there. We're probably gonna put the farm spots, maybe not over there. We'll probably still put one of them over here, probably potatoes, so we can keep an eye on them. We'll put the other two over there. Now, Gengar is a Styracosaurus, one of the horned dinosaurs, and what he is good at is he is good at plowing. Just gotta line him up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We're gonna pop one over like this. Little too close. The lineup is always the hardest part. It plows the ground for us. And bigger horned dinosaurs can plow like 3 at a time. I like the smaller one because it's a little more precise. That way it's near barrel box enclosure, so the watering is easy. And I should hopefully not hit it as I'm running around. Okay. And the 10 spot that we need to keep an eye on. That tiny little dinosaur just shoved this big one. Put over here. I know it's a little far away, but it's so I can see it every morning. 3, 4, 5. Pause, move, line up, there's 10. Perfect, and it's raining right now, so I don't have to water. This should get us more than enough potatoes. There we go. I think that's... Alright, that appears to be it for chores. So we're off and away. after I grab wood. So I need planks. Figure out how many planks. Just thinking, trying to figure that out, trying to remember. Oh, I need wood. Maybe not that much wood. Hey, Vienna! We are trying to grind those quests out today. We got some farming going again, you know, in the dinosaur farming game. You missed it, we got raided. And today is first day of affiliate push. Yeah! Everyone has been hanging out. They came from Oblivion and now we're playing dinosaurs. So I'm trying to sit and think, because it says I need planks and I'm trying really hard to remember how many planks I need. It's like 15, 20. And it's like 50 rope. The quest doesn't give numbers. It just says, hey, go grab this. And I'm like, hey, how many? And it goes, I don't know. Go grab it. Custom order. Very bottom. Planks. We're gonna get 20. I need 100 forest wood. TikTok hates me too, because I was streaming on both Twitch and TikTok, and it hates me, so it's just Twitch now. So I completely understand your struggle. The wrong type of wood, guys. I wish it was more user-friendly, given the fact it is seriously one of the best things out there for, like, promotional reach. Because even if you're in that quote-unquote 300 view jail, that's still 300 views. Need forest wood. So I have 30, and I've not really done a lot of smashing, so everything's good there. So we're gonna... Oh, this is a new plant. Like, I'll occasionally have a video break out and get, like, 700 views. But rarely do I get more than that. But that's still a situation of, that's 700 views. I like to think of a lot of that. I like using Insta for, like, still pictures. Like if it's art or it's just a picture and not like a video. I'm not trying to do a whole lot of fancy edits or anything. It's really, really great if you're not trying to necessarily get crazy boosts or following or anything, and you're just trying to, you know, almost have like a online catalog of stuff you can show people, art, creations, that kind of stuff. But I can also understand the frustration behind using that. That's an entirely different set of frustrations in TikTok. Smash logs, guys. The log here to smash hopefully gives us forest wood. It is beautiful, and this is exactly why I avoided smashing a lot of the logs here. Because I knew that I would need them eventually, and I didn't want to accidentally use them for something else. Logs in the forest do respawn, but it takes a couple of days. So I kind of just left them for when I knew I need them. Like right now. That's normal wood. I don't need normal wood. That's normal wood. I don't want that. You seem very bright. Why are you so bright? I absolutely get that. And if you find a good one, you let me know. Like, it's so hard to find decent ones outside of, you know, the popular ones. I know there's like niche websites that like can be posted on whatnot, but they're same thing I kind of do on Instagram. They're at best a catalog, basically, just an online gallery, not necessarily something to, you know, build a following. Forest wood, guys. Give me forest wood. There we go. There we go. I got another 30 forest wood. If I could just get 40 more. Because I have 30 at home, 30 in my inventory. I need 100. forest wood just sitting on the ground over here. I'll take it. These should be forest wood. Why are you not forest wood? I need forest wood. Okay, I got some forest wood. Please give me only forest wood. Ah, my nose is bugging me. With the weather heating up, my allergies are acting up too. I need to remember to post some of my art. I've been making some doodles lately. Sticker ideas, emoji ideas. I'm working on a YCH. But I need to remember to actually post them. Been so busy at work that I have not had time to post much. Mangoes. Oh, peaches. My bad. Wrong type of wood. Type of wood. Now my inventory is too full to pick that up. A log down there. Smacking into stuff. Wrong type. Ooh, orange. Is there a log up here with you guys? No, there's apples. Don't really need apples. We need wood. Lots and lots of wood. There we go. Almost got enough forest wood. Almost there, guys. And then tomorrow in the morning, we can ask Marlo to make us planks. Oh, there's like a fully green one. That's cool looking. Digital fish oil. I will definitely have to check them out after stream. Kara and Art Station. Kara sounds familiar. I may have heard of that one before, I may not have. I don't know. Once I go and look at it, it'll probably click. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I looked at this 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago or something. What is up with you, Marlo? T-Rex just got excited about me dropping something. Get some seeds over to Owen. Okay, we're going up here. There's a little secret spot over there. I just gotta remember how to get to it. That has materials. Right here. I always struggle to find it. Because these should just be straight forest wood. Which means we now have enough forest wood to get what we need. Thank you, Latte. We're now going to swap to Barrel Bach and get horribly lost trying to find our way home. While going at Mach 2. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, that's a rock. That's a rock. I think I know where I am. Go this way, and then we go this way. Okay. Okay. I'd say that means they're probably both worth a shot. Especially given the kind of art that you do with the dinosaurs, because that, you know, could be considered gaming art with like the Isle and whatnot. And you did the dinosaur from in here. The egg and the Thursday color. I'd say those count as gaming art. So you could probably do both. I don't do a whole lot of gaming art. I've done a little bit of this game. And I've done, like art of people's D&D characters. But for the most part, a lot of the art that I do is original character related. Stuff people pay me to draw. Generally, their characters. Ooh, I like that. Right out the gate, I like that. That would probably be why Kara's got more of a variety. Because we are very much anti-AI around here. We don't do any of that. Did not want my storage. Why? Why? Why are my buttons so sensitive all of a sudden? What's going on? Seven dinos. Clean pen. Food. Food. You're fine. We need to go get herbivore food, guys. Thank you. Thank you for showing me where it is. Now let me get it. Is that everything? You happy now? Okay, wonderful. Food. Food for the dinos. And planks. Hello, Marlo. Custom order. Bottom planks. It was 20? We're gonna get 20 of them? What do you mean? Oh, I'm one short. I am one short because the stacks only go to 99. Rude. That's what I have to say about that. That is rude. Also, I can't count. I knew it was 100. I went out of my way to get 100 in the forest. Give me that. After we get these ordered and we get food for our dinosaurs, we're gonna go visit Owen. Tacos. Tacos. Let's try this again. Bottom. Planks. 20. Order. Confirm. I'll be at my ranch in 4 days. Okay. Trade. Food. I'm gonna get... 90? Where to go? Sell poop. Because we don't need poop. We can use poop. But we're gonna grind dinosaurs and not poop. Plus, we need the couple extra coins. It's sunny, it's nice. We're gonna do a quick valley lap. We won't touch the forest yet. I'll touch the Spinos in a minute. We're neglecting them, guys. It's yellow. Barrel, Bop leveled up. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Why is it so cute? Why is it like minty fresh? It's so minty fresh. I swear if we just got an ultra rare. Am I too close? Is there a problem? Oh, come back. I wasn't close enough. No, I'm too close. I just want to talk to you. Help. They're so big. There we go. Hey, Alpha. We're checking out this Spinosaurus because it looks minty fresh. So we're gonna make it take a nap, and we're gonna see if the minty fresh is rare. Because if the minty fresh is like super rare. Ooh, alpha entity. Ooh, oh, it's Nessie. It's the Nessie color based on the Loch Ness Monster. It's minty fresh Nessie. It is a rare. Do we want to hold out for an ultra rare though? Because I've not seen any of the ultra rare colors. I don't know what they look like. So do we want to hold out and wait, see if we can get one? I also really like the rare. But I also know that it is in fact Pride Month. And one of the ultra rares is a pride flag. We'll get it. We'll snag this one. And if we find an ultra rare, he might get a buddy. I don't know if they're solo though. Now the question is, what are we naming the minty fresh? Also, I don't know what they like. Are you a spicy? Do you like spicy? Spicy Spinosaurus? Oh my god, he ate my entire arm. Nope, we don't like that. We don't like that. Okay. Please don't fall asleep. Oh, gosh dang it. Come back! I love you. Why won't it let me get your attention? I didn't put the flute to my mouth. Do you guys have any ideas for what we should name the minty fresh? Like floral? No, we hate floral. Stay, stay, don't go anywhere. Okay. We hate floral. We hate earthy, which means it's gotta be juicy or crunchy, so we're gonna find out. Juicy, crunchy, juicy, crunchy. Which one are you? Soothe. I'm gonna feed you another carrot. Woo. Oh, too far. Oh, this is gonna be one of those dinosaurs. It's gonna take me forever to get it just right so that we can befriend it. But that gives you guys time to figure out a name. Because outside of the auto-named ones, I've been letting you guys name all the dinosaurs. Oh, we're gonna try Juicy. Try Juicy. Spinosaurus trusts you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Spinosaurus. What are we naming him? The minty fresh child. What are we naming them? I'm trying to think. Something that's those colors. All I can think is of children's toothpaste. I'm gonna placeholder lavender for right now. If you guys think of anything better, absolutely let me know. I am struggling to think of anything, you know, amazing. But we got our Spinosaurus. I'm so stoked. I need to... Oh no, I need to go get carno kibble for it. I'm running into stuff again. I have an enclosure for it ready, pretty sure. Hopefully it's big enough. Hopefully it's big enough. He's documenting seeds in the forest. Tomato seed, lettuce seed, turnip seed. Turnip seed! Guys, turnip seeds. Guys, we got turnip seeds! We can finish a quest! Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, this is huge news! Because up till now we had no turnip seeds, so we couldn't even touch that quest. We're gonna plant him, we're gonna grow him, we're gonna finish that quest. Spinosaurus. Triceratops. Skellies. Oh, I need to go get cargo kibble. Ah, I almost forgot to do that. Spinosaurus was about to have no food. Corlin. I have no room. Okay, we're gonna have to come back. We'll be back in just a sec. For some reason now I'm thinking of lavender toothpaste. Probably because I named them lavender. They look like toothpaste. I feel like lavender toothpaste would not taste good. Can't imagine it being worse than mint, though. Hey, fun fact about me. I really dislike mint. I don't know why. I just don't like it. We're gonna put them over here after I do a little readjustment. Didn't want that one. I was trying to pick up this one. To make this enclosure, which I think I'm gonna put the door like right here. I need to get you a crystal. I need to get you food. Listen, clean out your enclosure. We're working on that. Now we go around and we feed everybody. Hello. Have some food. Breakfast. You're good. You're good. You guys want breakfast. Breakfast. Let's see. Spino. Ooh! They are a pack dinosaur. Which means they do enjoy having at least one buddy. We can have a pair of Spinosaurus, guys. Let's go. Oh my goodness, he's so big. He's so big. You grab Lucky real quick and do some cleaning. Because his enclosure is full of stuff. Watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my gosh, he just did a little jig. He's so cute. Is his enclosure big enough? 88 kiss. It is more than enough space. I'll probably give him a bigger one when I get him a buddy. But for right now, he's got plenty of space. We just need to get him food. The way he was following me around his enclosure, and then after I finished cleaning, he did a little jig. It was so cute. Like, I seriously... The animations and the way they designed him, he seriously is giving, like, giant puppy vibes. Like a Great Dane. They're just massive and doofy and adorable. Did you just see that? Did you see that? I'm not even in the frame anymore. She just walked by and shoved me out of frame. Corlin's looking off into the distance now because I'm just not even there. What in the world? You know I'm gonna have to clip that later. Oh, just barely enough money. I'm so far away! Am I gonna get shoved again? You gonna shove me again? So rude. They're so rude. I can't believe this. Literally. She came back around just to stand right in front of me, stretch and yawn like, ah, yeah. I have so much space now that I've shoved you 20 feet from the shopping stall. Like, ma'am. Ma'am, you're worse than people with their shopping carts in the grocery store. I can't even really say that. I am also a little bit guilty of going faster than I should in the grocery store with a shopping cart sometimes. Snack, you happy now? Can I pet you? Oh, you're so big. Oh, my tiny hand. Literally, just smashed right into me and kept going. Like, sorry I was, you know, in your way, ma'am. Didn't realize it was a crime to get my dinosaur some food. So rude. Are you happy friend? Happy friend. I gotta decorate your pen so you like that too. That's forest. That's forest. I need decor and I have no money. Everything's forest. Sorry, Coin, I'm stealing your chairs. The audacity. The absolute audacity. go. Should make you happier. Why are you shoving Barrelbog? Leave the tiny chicken alone. Just because you're gigantic does not mean you have the right to barrel through people. What? I'm going to bed. Going to bed. We're moving on to the next day. Apparently it is just shove day. Everybody's shoving everybody. Yes, you actually can have up to 3 save files on Paleo Pines. And funny enough, I actually do have this file, and then I have another file that is my, like, completely finished super grindy file. So I have basically only rares and like 90% ultra rares in that particular file. And I've got a ridiculous amount of hours just spent farming in that file. That is the one, if I'm ever like trying to figure out what's happening with certain things, I occasionally will go pop into that file just to kind of look at it and be like, okay, that's what I'm looking for. I have not done it yet for this file. I've not gone, and most of the time when I say I go and I check stuff, it's more for like drawing reference or just the way that they designed some of the dinosaurs. I'll pop in there. I've not used it to cheat on this file. But at the same time, it'd be really hard to do that because I finished the game and I finished 90% of the quests in that one, so I can't really look back and be like, oh yes, this quest has this and this. No, they're finished. It just says completed. But yeah, I've got my grindy file, I've got this file, and I keep the third one empty just in case I ever want to start like a casual playthrough. Something lazy, you know? Where I just want to run around, look at dinosaurs. Oh, it's kicked. Quick, chores are done. Turnips. We need to plant turnips. We have 4 turnip seeds. So I have 7 lettuce seeds. Oh, guys, we're cooking dinner. What are we having for dinner? I ate mac and cheese earlier. Don't know yet. Okay. Valid answer. That's generally how I, go into finding dinner and cooking dinner, is I have no idea, I just know I'm hungry. Well, keep us updated. I want to know what we're all having. We're the flies that land on like the sink or the trash can. It's what the other 8 people in here are. The flies in your kitchen. to walk all the way over there. I did this to myself. I put the farming plot way over there. This is my own fault. I have to walk forever to get there now. New plants. Turnip. And lettuce. These will be money makers. That's what they'll be. We're gonna go give you a little pet. Come here. No. Hello. You're so cute. And then that's it for chores. We have the potatoes growing for the quest. We have the turnips growing for the quest. The planks will be here in a couple of days. The only thing we're missing is we need money, which is what some of these plants are for. And we need rope. Which I think, if I remember correctly, we need like 50 rope? From Arani? But we gotta see if Arani is actually, you know, here. I love her and her storyline, actually. You'll see it as we progress in the game, but I love her and her storyline. It's so cute. What's up? Hey, Macchiato. Remember a while ago when I was missing the swamp? Well, I figured out how to cheer myself up. I'm gonna make some hot soozle. The swamp dish. Sure, a few ingredients. Of course. Plenty of onions. 16 chili peppers. 6 cloves of garlic. And 20 cranberries. It's a very interesting soup. Here. Okay. We have another quest. That one is going to have to wait because we're in the middle of like 3 others right now. Turnips, potatoes, rope, restore that. Allosaurus we can't do till we get into Aracata Canyon. Tomatoes we're growing for Avery, which I do believe he hangs out in Aracata Canyon, so once we get that open we'll be able to do that. We have no chili peppers. Classic stew. Classic stew is potatoes, onions, and carrots. Ah! We eat so many potatoes. Oh, you're pretty. My bad. My bad. Sorry you thought I was somebody else. I feel like I almost just got taken by the dinosaur mafia or something. I don't know. I don't know what deal she had with somebody else, but sorry for asking, I guess. Red, 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 pink. Hi, Marnie. Mari. Not Marnie. There's nobody named Marnie in this game. I don't know why I said Marnie. Coelophysis. Deinonychus. I would love to get a melanistic Deinonychus. That would be so cool. Just a pure black Deinonychus. Chicken and mixed veggie with rice. Low key, that sounds fantastic, actually. can't see you. You're in a bush. Oh, it's green. I wonder if I could see it. I absolutely understand the wanting spaghetti but not having ground beef. I actually made spaghetti recently. I ended up making homemade meatballs because we had some ground beef that needed used up. What I need to do is unthaw some of the deer because I have some venison in my freezer. I need to unthaw some of that and make meatballs out of that. Because during hunting season here, I've got a couple of people that I know that will go hunting. And I don't know if you guys know how much meat even just one deer can have. It's a lot. And they got 2 the last time they went. And they weren't small ones either. It's not like they got like little deer. No, they were getting big boys. You are a really fancy color. Like you're red and green. So I ended up with some of the... because I'm not big on the texture of steaks. So I ended up with some of the ground venison. And I use it in spaghetti. It is a little earthy. What I've learned is you wanna... how you would season beef, you wanna almost like double that with deer meat. Just because of how like earthy and like how intense the deer flavor is. Oh! Hello, Sugar Plum. Yes, I can see your chats. It is going really good so far. We just found a fun colored Deinonychus. I'm about to see if it's a rare. Day's been going pretty good. It's a little toasty. But that's summer. Ooh, yep, work, I get it. Ooh, ringleader. A rare ringleader. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. It has not popped up on my stuff yet. I am still learning Twitch and how to use it. That's part of the journey that I have been doing, is basically I jumped into streaming in Twitch with very little experience. That way we could, you know, learn together. Oh, that's really cool that you draw for streamers. Not at the moment, just because I am streaming. I do a lot of my own art. Like, my VTuber character is my own art. I did that all myself. I have a couple pieces of art from my friend Vienna that pop up on screen with a couple of commands. They're fun. Yeah! They're absolutely gorgeous. I love them. I think I'm gonna snag you because you're adorable. And I really like I love the red and the green. Yeah, I would not mind if you sent it my way, say after stream. If I remember to send it to you. Gotta soothe. What do you guys like? Or, what you can do... Well, that's the thing. I'm not able to type in chat easily because I'm streaming right now. But what you can do, you can go and check out either my TikTok or my Instagram, and you can send it to me on there. Because then you can just send it to me now and I'll look at it after stream. I'm gonna try a carrot. Is it crunchy? Do you like crunchy? Not crunchy. We don't like crunchy. We hate crunchy. Juicy. There we go. What are we naming this little guy? I just realized I've been trying to tame it and hadn't asked that. It's gonna live with coin. It's red with green spots and a white nose. You can kind of see the tail. Almost! It's a darker red and a brighter green. Which I kind of like that they were able to have the red and the green, but change the shade just a little bit to where it doesn't look aggressively Christmassy. It could definitely pass for Christmas, but it's not like, pow, I'm a Christmas tree kind of colors, you know? Cherry? We could. The only thing I would say about cherry is there are dinosaurs that quite literally their color scheme is called cherry. And they're like 100% reds. So if we end up getting one of those, might be awkward. We'll do it for right now. If we think of something better that's like, yes, we'll do that one. We can change it. Oh, and it's orange too. Forgot about that. And you are all good. If I'm given enough time, I can come up with a name. But on the spot, I'm staring intently. Ooh, a purple T-Rex. Like, half the time, you'll catch me, if I make a new character or something, you'll catch me either just not naming it until way later, or you'll catch me just staring at it. Intently. Just trying to think of anything. Like, Macchiato actually took me like a week to actually name him. Because I knew I wanted coffee theme. Yes, Barney was technically a purple T-Rex. I am not fond of Barney. He was terrifying, and my little dinosaur obsessed self hated how inaccurate he was. Because why? Why is there a giant purple dinosaur playing with children? He should be eating them. But that was also the first time I was introduced to Barney, which was a picture of him, and I was asked because I like dinosaurs. I was like 7. I like dinosaurs. I've always liked dinosaurs. Dinosaurs have always just been kind of my thing, alongside Pokemon. And somebody asked me if I knew who Barney was. You know, little 7-year-old me with my little pocket dinosaur encyclopedia that is severely outdated now. But I still have it and I still like reading it sometimes. Somebody shows me a picture of Barney and goes, "Oh, you like dinosaurs? Do you like Barney?" And I look at this horrific thing and they show me like 5 minutes of an episode and I decide that I hate Barney with every fiber of my little 7-year-old body. I hate Barney because that was about the time that I was finding out that T-Rexes, their heads were the size of a first grader. You know, when you're learning about dinosaurs, that's always one of the big things with the T-Rex is, oh, some of their teeth are the size of a banana and their head is big enough to eat a first grader. Ooh, big scary. And my little 7-year-old self thought that was awesome. Thought it was cool. Like, holy cow. I'm like 7 years old. I'm like first grader size. First, second grader. What is 7? 5, 6 is like kindergarten. 6, 7-ish. Haha, yeah, I said the numbers. Is like first grade, second grade-ish? I've not been in school for a while, guys. I don't remember. But it was around the age where I would have been, you know, a first grader. So of course I'm thinking, oh my gosh. The T-Rex, this giant, awesome dinosaur, its head is big enough to eat me. So then I see Barney in all of his atrocious glory. And I decide that he is horrible. Because why? Why would they make him look like that when one of the coolest things about a T-Rex is that they could eat a first grader? Why would they make him run around with the first graders? And why is he not trying to eat the Triceratops chick? I actually don't mind her. I like the design of the Triceratops girl. I don't remember her name. Again, I didn't watch it. I watched like 5 minutes of it when I was 7 because some adult was showing me, being like, "Oh, you like dinosaurs? You must like Barney." No, I don't like Barney. Yes. Barney is uncanny. The Triceratops is less uncanny. I think there's other dinosaurs, but I don't remember them. But he is horribly uncanny. He's even more so uncanny than the new depiction of the T-Rex with the forward-facing eyes, where if it's looking at you, it's looking at you. It's even more uncanny than that. And that's kind of like creepy uncanny. So yeah, that's my take on Barney. I will not be naming any dinosaur Barney. I'll name a dog Barney. That's unrelated to the dinosaur. I just think that would make a cute, like, big dog name. If I did not have a personal grudge against Barney, I would totally do it for the bit. But due to the amount of questions, especially when I was like under 12. Of, oh, you really like dinosaurs? You must have watched a lot of Barney. No. I watched Walking with Dinosaurs. And I watched the Disney movie Dinosaur. I forgot to give you a home. I'm so sorry. Like, I watched the good stuff. Not Barney. You know the animated thing that I watched growing up that was dinosaur related? Dinosaur Train. That's where it's at. Like, Mr. Conductor. Shiny, Tiny, and Dawn. Who else needs help? 4 whole dinosaurs. Break. You can catch me still watching that sometimes, actually. Any of you guys remember the King Cryolophosaurus special? Where the Cryolophosaurus was like Elvis? Which I'd like to point out, really funny. Macchiato was almost a Cryolophosaurus. But I ended up going with the Chelantrosaurus just because it's a really cool, not very well known dinosaur. Big owl. Now I'm sitting here trying to think. Was Big Al from Dinosaur Train? No? Walking with Dinosaurs, gotcha. That was one that I watched when I was really young. I did not keep up with that one as much as I should. That's one of those ones that, like, if they come out with, like, the box set of the series, I'll probably end up buying it. I'm gonna buy the Walking with Dinosaurs DVD set off of some late night shopping infomercial channel. Is that all the chores? It is all the chores. Okay. Easy day today. Don't even have to worry anything. Oh, yeah, Big Al, and then there's, Susan, the T-Rex. If I remember correctly, she's the most complete fossil of a T-Rex ever found, and she's also really big and lived to a well advanced into her life. Fun fact about Sue in particular, I actually, when I was about, I want to say 13, I got to go see her along with a traveling dinosaur exhibit where I used to live. It came to the big museum, the big city museum by me, and it was one of the, if not the last tour her fossil was ever going to make. Because, you know, it's a fossil. There's a certain point where she needs to just kind of stay in one place. Or she's gonna just, you know, fall apart. So I have pictures. And I have been able to go and see her because she went on tour along with a lot of other really cool dinosaur stuff. It was a massive interactive exhibit. I would have to say my favorite part of it was there was a replica fossilized egg digging up interactive thing for the kids area that I ended up sitting at and digging up these, like, fake eggs for, like, 2 hours. I distinctly remember doing this because I distinctly remember the texture of the fake dirt that they had. You know when something has just such a unique texture that you just will remember it forever? They made it out of tiny little pieces of chopped up, like, rubber. Like they were recycling something, which kudos to them. But it was such an odd texture that I will forever remember, like, digging up those fake eggs. Oh, it's flooded. Dang. I also have pictures from the dinosaur exhibit in, I want to say it's the Smithsonian? I personally did not go, but I had a family member go, and they have, you know, a massive exhibit, obviously. And they took a bunch of pictures for me of all the exhibits and the fossils and everything, and I've got them all printed out in an album, and they came home with a replica T-Rex tooth for me. So it's as close as you can physically get to owning a T-Rex tooth without, you know, straight up going and stealing one off the fossil. So, like, yes, it is plaster, technically, but it's still awesome. DC is actually home to some of the biggest museums you can find, and a good number of them, the really fun thing, they're free. A bunch of the museums, from what I've heard over in DC, are free. You can just go in and walk around. Like, souvenirs and stuff cost, but, like, of course, that's just what I've heard. I have never personally been there. It may have changed. Yeah, like I said, it may have changed, but I'm just going off of what I've heard from, you know, online sources, people talking about it. We're quite literally in a waiting game right now. We gotta wait for stuff to grow to do a bunch of quests. Ooh, it's blue! Ooh, that's cute. I'm actually waiting for a specific one of the Coelophysis. Silver. We got the wax flower. We got the standard. That is a big thing that I will always advocate for, is even if somebody online says something, check your sources. Their information could be outdated. They could, you know, unknowingly be misinformed. I could be completely misinformed. And if somebody comes and says, hey, by the way, here's a source that says that's not the case, please, give it to me. Give me the sources. Give me the articles. Give me the information. I enjoy reading and learning in my free time. I think it's fun. I encourage others to do it as well. Is most of my reading right now about dinosaurs? Yes. But don't worry about that. Like that new Spinosaurus that was discovered. I have been reading ridiculous amounts about that. Because it's cool. Like, Spinosaurus has been by itself in its genus of dinosaur for quite literally decades. Closest thing we had to like anything super like it was the Byronics. Oh, that new one? I did read a short article about it. That one, just because it's so freshly discovered, I've been giving them time. Because the thing is, they'll make that big announcement article a lot of the time saying, hey, we found something new, check this out, it's really cool. But sorry, we don't actually have a lot of information yet. Which is why I'm only just now reading about the Spinosaurus, because they discovered that like 3 months ago. Actually, it might be closer to 6. But that means that, you know, they've had some time. They've got their research, they've got their articles out, we know more about it. We've got the reconstruction, the art, all that kind of stuff. So there's actually information. That one has only been, what, it's been like a month since that one got its big announcement thing. So I'm giving it a little bit of time. I'm giving, you know, the scientists time to do science. And then I'll be hunting down those articles. Hunting down that information, hunting down the discoveries. Because right now we have our first couple pieces of paleo art of it and, like, the name. And where it fits in its respective genus. But we don't have too much information about possible behaviors, possible reasons for why it evolved the way it evolved. We don't have a full explanation as to why they named it what they named it yet. Because if you've ever met a scientist, it's really similar to, like, I say similar as if they aren't broadly overlapping situations. The nerd community, when they have a really cool idea that has sources backing it up, it can take them a bit to go from brain to mouth, which I completely get. Give them time for, you know, explanations. Put it into pen and paper. That would actually make some level of sense, given that they are finding out it was a lot more aquatic than they initially realized. They started kind of rethinking some theories and redoing some stuff when they found out that it had a full-blown paddle tail, which would have made it very similar to, more similar to a crocodile than it already was, and much more aquatically bound than we originally thought. Because if I remember correctly, prior to that discovery, they were like, yeah, it probably sits, like, you know, on the shore, fishing, you know, like some species of waterfowl that stand, like, a couple inches in and just stand there, waiting, and then snap them up. And then they found a more complete skeleton and were able to do some research and some stuff into it. And they discovered that it had a full-blown paddle tail. Now, difference between something like a crocodile that is in the water waiting for prey versus a waterfowl that's on the shore waiting for prey is waterfowl generally have big feet and shorter tails. They're not flying a whole lot. They do fly, but they're not needing, you know, a crazy amount of directional maneuverability because they stand there and they wait for their food. But something like a crocodile, they're not going to have really big feet, but they're going to have, kind of like you can see in this game, big old paddle tails to swim. So when they found that out, they were like, oh, our boy was not just standing there. He was a little bit more active in his environment, a little more active in his hunts. a little more involved in his territory than we originally thought. Which was a really cool discovery. I high-key kind of love that he's just turned into a giant crocodile dinosaur. I don't think we've got a whole lot to do. We're still waiting on plants. We're just, while we're waiting on the plants, hitting that dino grind. So, them finding out other things and possibly rethinking some prior theories, finding new theories and whatnot, especially with how recent that discovery was. Yes, it was, gosh, what was that, like a year or two ago that they discovered the paddle tail? But when you have so little to work with when it comes with the fossils and whatnot, it can take a while to, you know, reconstruct theories and science and do the experiments and draw conclusions from that and whatnot. So I absolutely do not put it past them to be still discovering things related to it being much more aquatic than we originally thought. There's a yellow one. So, not only because of the game, but because of all the new discoveries related to it, the Spinosaurus has been a particular point of interest when it comes to reading and whatnot for me. Because that's the one that they've been finding a ton of new stuff about. I did actually, when I was younger, want to become a paleontologist. It just didn't end up happening. None of the schools that were, none of the colleges or anything that were near me really offered it. So I actually have schooling in art. I cannot technically say I have an associate's in arts because I did not finish. I was doing a special program where my last 2 years of high school I was also at a college doing my associate's degree. So I was doing high school and college at the same time. My college classes counted for my high school classes, so that helped, but it still was like I was doing high school and college at the same time. I still had to do the SATs and all that kind of stuff. So that made it to where I graduated high school just fine. But I missed 2 credits for my associates, which I would like to eventually just go and like get those last 2 credits and just have it. What is it? Good on a resume. But it's also a situation of I have not had the time, because adult life is in fact adult life and work is still work. But yeah, I went to school for art. Funny enough, the programs that I went to school to learn, I do not use anymore. They had us using like Adobe Creative Cloud and whatnot, and now I am an avid Clip Studio Paint only person. I did use GIMP for the longest time, a free art program that's been around since forever. I still think for a free art program it is fantastic. It is really similar to Clip Studio Paint, so if, say, you're wanting to eventually get Clip Studio Paint, but you can't right now, GIMP is a really good alternative, and the way that they're like set up and they're run is generally really similar. So I didn't have too bad of a, you know, transition period / learning curve going from one to the other. My only major recommendation is get a tablet. Being so real. Whether it's a drawing tablet or it's like an iPad with a stylus, get a tablet. I did drawing with a mouse and keyboard for years. The drawing tablet quite literally made it to where my drawing capability went from I feel like I'm failing to, oh, I can draw. I'm just using a mouse. The years of using a mouse did make it so I can make, you know, passable, funny doodles with a mouse and keyboard. So if you ever play something like Gartic Phone or Jackbox, I can do passable doodles with a mouse and keyboard. But if I have the option, I will always use my art tablet. Which is really funny when you're playing Gartic Phone on, like, your computer, and your friends don't realize you're using an art tablet and they're not. So then it'll be their mouse and keyboard, like, funny stickmen happening, and then all of a sudden there's just a random spike in art quality on one of the pieces because you have an art tablet. I have had that happen. It is hilarious listening to them rage about the fact that one of them just looks so good when it really doesn't. It's just that you've only got 30 seconds. Oh, that is a deal. I have been doing XP Pen for years, so I was 17. And I still swear by them. Like, obviously they've got, you know, 1 or 2 issues here or there, but that's every tablet, and the issues mainly have to do with wear and tear. It's not even actually an issue, it's just I use my tablet a lot and the cord got worn out. Which, again, that's not even like an actual issue. That's just I use my stuff a lot. Like, I've had the XP Pen 12, and that one, after about 6 years of, taking mine, close to almost daily use, the pressure sensitivity, gone, kaput. But again, 6 years of almost daily use. After that, I ended up getting the XP Pen, the 24-inch one. They're old 24-inch one. They have a new 24-inch one, the XP Pen 24 Pro. I had the one previous to that. And the only reason I ended up stopped using it is because I ended up selling it because I loved it, absolutely loved it. But after about 2 years of using it, it was just too big for comfort. You know, after years of doing art, the 12 was too small, 24 was way too big. I've got the XP Pen 16 now, I think. And it's a really great size. I'm really loving it. I think maybe, I might go to like the 19. Just because it has a higher graphics resolution. Oh, my order got delivered. Nice. But, that probably won't be for a while. The other thing I also have to say with XP Pen that is one of the reasons I really, really love it. It is still ahead of the current curve for the professional graphics necessity. You guys are good? While being a third of the price of Wacom. Like, yeah, Wacom is still, you know, the best in the industry. But the price is just ridiculous. It's so expensive to get a Wacom. And if you're, you know, just starting out, I personally feel like you should not be shelling out, like, over $1,000, $3,000 for a decent tablet. Like, $200–300 is a lot more reasonable, in my opinion. I also really like their pens. Like, just the shape of their pens is just really nice. I still have my old pen that's like pencil shaped. 15.6 Pro V2. We got one of the new ones. I don't think mine is the Pro. I think it's just like the normal 15.6. How to fix the pen settings through IVS, since that's the only art app I use. So the thing about the pen settings with the XP Pen is it's actually entirely outside of your drawing app. It has to do with the tablet itself. And it is called Pen Tablet, is the app that you want to get. And it opens up and allows you to calibrate your pen and have options and for your tablet and whatnot. So it is XP Pen's calibration software is what it is. But yeah, it's called Pen Tablet, and it is unrelated to your art program because the tablet can also be used for other things. I occasionally will use it for certain games that require like hyper precision placement. So the touchscreen with, you know, the pen nib is a lot better for it. Or like I said, I've used it for Jackbox and Gartic Fun. So I actually kind of appreciate that they put the programming outside of the art program so that you can calibrate it that way in case, like I do, you use it for other things. Arani is not here, so we wait. Or in situations like if you end up swapping art programs, you're not having to, you know, figure out a new situation. You're just, the pen just works. Which if you do ever swap of Ibis, that was funny. To something like Clip or whatever. Clip in particular, they run major sales around Christmas. I actually got mine for 50% off. Like, major sales. And mine was a One-time singular purchase. No subscription. No need to repay. Like, I own it permanently. I'm forever hatless. I think, honestly, with the way Bongo is, that's probably for the best. The other reason I specify Clip Studio Paint is it is one of, if not like the top most recognized professional art program within the art world outside of Adobe Creative Cloud. And having experience with both Clip Studio Paint and Adobe Creative Cloud, Adobe kind of sucks. Like, I don't, and I'm not even saying like, oh, it was the learning curve. Like, no, I didn't have too much of an issue learning it. It just kind of sucked. It was so uptight. And I feel like if you're gonna have an art program and you're gonna be doing art, you don't want something that feels like an art program that was made with the intention of being used by an uptight office worker. It was ugly, I had to destroy it. Either way, it's in tatters. That's okay. Sewing was making my eyes hurt. Not for me. Yeah, that's why I'm like, and I used it for months because, like I said, that was the program that I used when I was going to college for art. That's what they had us use, is Adobe Creative Cloud. I even asked, like, hey, I use like this one and this one at home. The files are transferable. Can I use them at home to work on my project? And they go, no. You can come to school and use our computers. I'm like, okay. Adobe is only really used in terms of like Photoshop, I've learned. With photography, a lot of people will use it for like post-editing. But yeah, that's why I'm like, Clip Studio Paint. It's good stuff. I've never touched Ibis, but I messed with GIMP for years. I've used Adobe, I've used Clip, I've used what's the like Microsoft crap one that was used for like funny stuff. Oh, that is another recommendation I have to say with Clip. Not only is there a ridiculous amount of brush options, you can make your own brushes, and there's an entire online thing where you can either buy brush packs for super cheap, or you can download other people's created brushes for free. I think there's somebody who made a brush out of, like, Markiplier's face. I'm not even joking. There's so much. I really like the textured ones, and like the calligraphy ones. Woodworking. Okay, I'll fetch you some. Gotta get him wood, and you're gonna have to wait. Like, I have never... I have yet to see any limitations on Clip. I think the limitation is just... Ooh, another yellow-headed one. How crazy do you want to get, basically? Peachy. From what I have seen, yes. Now, I have never actually downloaded any of the brush packs just because I do like the standard brushes and there's a lot of options just base level from that already. But I have seen some crazy stuff. Like I said, I think somebody made a brush out of Markiplier's face. I think somebody also made a brush out of, like, bananas? People have made, like, crazy custom smoothing settings, like... I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I get overwhelmed. I get so overwhelmed going into, like, the Clip public shop? I guess it'd be called a shop? Clip is also really big on trying to do things for the community. They'll have, like, polls and little fun contests and tips that they put together, like, every month or so, that they send out in either announcements, or sometimes if it's like a big one, they'll send emails out. Be like, hey, if you want to check it out, come check it out. Here's a tip on how to help with realism. Here's a tip on how to make your line art pop. Here's a tip on how to do anime. Here's a tip on how to make a comic. Here's a tip on how to make it webtoon compatible. They have so much. Again, I get overwhelmed. Green. Yes. Ridiculously inclusive. I know for a fact there are several, like, super professional, like, BuzzFeed artists who use Clip Studio Paint. A couple of them have, like, little YouTube channels that they draw on, and they've talked about it. Some of them have made custom pens for that purpose. I am absolutely not trying to sit here and glaze Clip Studio Paint. I am just talking about what I know about it. I've been using it for a long time. Like, I personally am not big into Adobe, but I know there are people who really like Adobe and are really good with Adobe, and I'm always impressed by how good they are with Adobe. I also have seen people who are, like, crazy good with Ibis. And I'm always just absolutely blown away by some of the art. Like, good example, your art. I would have never have guessed you used that art program. Like, you're out here drawing professional level paleo art. But it's very much every person has their program, every person has their preference. I'm trying to get these gosh darn plants growing and turned in this session, but it looks like this session was yap session because nothing's growing fast enough. Which is, it's a struggle with a little bit of a grindy game. Sometimes you end up with yap sessions. Who needs attention? Oh, I think you're out of food. Clean pen. That's what happens when everything needs vegetables. Absolutely. Go watch your zombies. Hopefully, Next stream we will have less yapping, more questing. Probably finish up this day and then call it, honestly. Goodbye, Vienna! And for anyone watching that is wanting to catch any previous streams, see what we've done before, see something a little more exciting than watching grass grow. Got a YouTube channel under the same name as my Twitch, Macchiatoplays. I also have TikTok and Instagram where I post art, fursuit making, and clips from streams. Those ones are under the name Soon Kitsune Creations. And I stream now on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So if you want to catch me again, I'll be on again on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same as tonight. And hopefully next stream we will have a little more to show for our progress. We're gonna finish up this day real quick, get our chores done. And we're gonna call it for the night. We need to get some more herbivore food. It's enough for a day. Need more. Silvers today. Pop in, grab some food, and go see if we got anything amazing. See if we're gonna end this stream with a super rare one. What's up, Marlo? Great, I've misplaced my chisel. We're gonna go find his chisel. Man, we're getting too many quests. Too many gosh darn quests. I'm just gonna whole stack. That's what we're gonna do. I'm also gonna try to get caught up on my YouTube with uploads. I am a stream behind because I was on hiatus for a week, so I went to a convention. So I'm gonna try and get caught up with that this week. That way the uploads are on time. Trying to get myself on a schedule. Cute. Love those colors. I think it's called Noble. Oh, he's green. No wonder I can't see him. He's green. Green ones blend in a little too well. These little guys over here. Blue, blue, green. Keep showing up green. Can't see those. I am blind. Standard colors, green. It's a pretty pale blue one. That's flooded. Nobody down there. Little guys. More green. So much green. Oh, a red. A peachy. Ooh, another peachy. Peaches are so cute. Running at the speed of sound. Apples. Pachycephalosaurus. Corythosaurus. We've got Postosaurus. And Kylo. Whoa! I will have to explain next stream why this one is so cool. That'll be a surprise for everyone next stream. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what you guys like. I say it's crunchy. What do you guys like? Crunchy? Is it crunchy or is it juicy? Well, to start, I need to soothe you. And I put you to sleep. God dang it. I'll just say this one thing related to this Macchiatosaurus. It is, in fact, Pride Month. I think we're try crunchy. Name is gonna be Curly Pop. And you're coming home with us. Let's go! Check the skellies. Nothing amazing with the skellies. I would say that's a good way to end the stream. That is a rare dinosaur to find. I've only found them one other time. I don't have another big crystal. Oof. Oof. Oh no. Well, for right now, you're gonna live over in this one. There you go, you guys have enough food. And I'm gonna have to figure that out next time. With that, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out and listening to me yap, because we had to wait for plants to grow. And I hope all of you have a good night and a good Wednesday, and I will see you all again Saturday.